Welcome to the Positive Change Methods podcast with me, Andy Smith. Each episode will bring you tips, practical change formats, and new perspectives to make your life and work better right now, drawn from Appreciative Inquiry and related approaches. This episode is brought to you by the Practical Appreciative Inquiry Facilitator Training. Let me show you how to get started using Appreciative Inquiry confidently with teams and small groups. The next live online course starts soon. You can find the details and how to book your place at coachingleaders.co.uk. All right, let's get going. Episode 1. What is Appreciative Inquiry and how can it help you? In this first episode of Positive Change Methods, we'll answer the following questions. What is Appreciative Inquiry? Where did it come from? Why look for the best rather than just sticking with conventional problem solving? What is Appreciative Inquiry really? And what Appreciative Inquiry definitely isn't? Appreciative Inquiry is a change method that looks for the best in people, their teams, and the whole organisation. Instead of trying to analyse the causes of problems and find out who's to blame, it focuses on identifying what's working well and doing more of it. Why is this a better approach for all but the simplest problems? Because even if you can find the cause of a problem and fix it, and that's not always easy, the best you can hope for is that you get back to the status quo. When you lift your gaze away from the problem and look for what's working in the current situation, what you've achieved and the conditions that made those successes possible, new ideas and possibilities appear that you would never have found by delving deeper and deeper into the problem. So, where did Appreciative Inquiry come from? At the start of the 1980s, the 24-year-old David Cooperrider was working on his doctoral thesis at the Department of Organizational Behavior at Case Western Reserve University. The core of his dissertation was to have been an organizational analysis of the Cleveland Clinic, one of the USA's leading centers of medical excellence. Cooperrider started by gathering data using the tools and metrics of conventional organizational development, looking at problems in the human aspects of the clinic's systems. However, he was hugely impressed by the unusually high morale and motivation in its staff, and the accompanying levels of innovation and cooperation. These factors, while obviously crucial to the clinic's success, were not easily measurable, so might not have been recorded if Cooperrider had stuck to the metrics that he started out using. Fortunately, his thesis advisor, Dr. Suresh Srivastava, picked up on his excitement with these life-giving factors and encouraged him to make them the subject of his research. So rather than examining the deficits in the system that could lead to things going wrong, as conventional organizational analysis would, Cooperrider's study focused completely on the factors that contributed to success, factors often downplayed or overlooked. Not least since the human brain is wired to give more weight to threats than opportunities. The resulting dissertation was a rigorous inquiry conducted with an appreciative eye into the positive core of the Cleveland Clinic and the causes of its success. Appreciative Inquiry as a method was born. Before Cooperrider and Srivastava's insight, the organization was studied as if it was a machine. Departments and teams were subsystems within the machine, and individual people were little cogs within that. You can hear echoes of this machine metaphor in many of the terms that we use when we talk about organizations. Human resources, business process re-engineering, shifting the dial, monitoring output, and so on. But viewing the organization as a machine ignores most of what makes it work. Morale, motivation, team spirit, creativity, and loving what you do. Machines are not flexible, they can't adapt, and who wants to be a cog in a machine? Instead, what if we viewed organizations as living systems fit for human beings to grow and develop in, self-repairing, self-motivating, with the capacity to evolve beyond what they are now? Why look for the best? Even when a team is underperforming, there will be some aspects that are working well. If you find out what those are and do more of them more often, performance will improve. If you identify the conditions for success, you can put them in place more widely, allowing success to happen more often. If you get your team to ask each other about their best experiences, They'll feel more secure and confident than if you interrogate them about what caused problems. They will open up to each other and trust each other more. When people are thinking about what they've achieved and their strengths and what they're proud of, they feel good, which according to research makes their thinking skills improve. When you involve everyone in discovering what works and in building a future vision based on that, you don't have to sell it to them. It's already theirs. What is appreciative inquiry really? Here's a brief definition that I like. Appreciative inquiry is the cooperative search for the best in people, their organizations, and the world around them. David Cooperrider and Diana Whitney, Appreciative Inquiry, A Positive Revolution in Change. The cooperative aspect is particularly important, as we'll see. What appreciative inquiry is not. Sometimes when people first hear about appreciative inquiry, they dismiss it as looking at the world through rose-coloured glasses, pretending everything's wonderful, and sweeping problems under the carpet. That's not what appreciative inquiry is about. Instead, I would say that appreciative inquiry is a way of looking at the world that makes it easier for people to work together more effectively, to devise more creative solutions to real challenges that they face. It's an effective method for helping people, especially people in groups of any size, to access the mindset that they need for building an achievable vision of the future and for coming up with new and creative ways for getting there. And it's relatively easy to apply. In the next episode, we'll look at the neuroscience of appreciative inquiry and other positive change methods like solution focus and positive psychology. Thanks for listening to the Positive Change Methods podcast with me, Andy Smith. You can find the show notes at positivechangemethods.com. Please like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you like this episode, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere else you can review it. See you next time.